Is this on? Okay, so today I am going to be talking about something very important to me, which is my health. Yippee! It is low-key a dumpster fire. As a heads up, there's going to be like mentions of like health problems and stuff. So let's get into it. Let's start with the first one I've ever been diagnosed with, which is ADHD. I was diagnosed when I was in grade 4 after my teacher got insanely concerned that I was showing so many signs. It was like, how was Noxious never diagnosed with this before? So I started medication in grade 5. The worst experience I ever had with medication was when I think it was generic Concerta, and that one caused auditory hallucinations where I would hear everyone I ever met screaming. Then I would hear a fire crackling. So with that knowledge, think as you will, I guess. Yet again, you can probably hear the music playing in the background. Still too scared to ever, talk to myself in a quiet room. Next one is something that is not diagnosed, but is highly suspected from both friends, family, and possibly a few teachers that I have. Which is dyslexia. So I can't read. Everything is kind of moving. None of this is diagnosed. So my teacher will just give me handouts. I can't read them. I told her this, and she gave me she prints off slideshows instead of just sharing the slideshow with me. It's I can't really use a translator or a text-to-speech thing to read it aloud to me, which makes it a lot harder. Depression. This one I was diagnosed with in grade 6, I think. I started getting medications when I was in grade 7. So this one, I think it probably started with obviously my medical history and family genetics and stuff. But what caused it probably did have to do with my parents' divorce when I was 10. Actually, I would have been 9. Damn. A couple months away from being 10. Next one is highly suspected by my friends and family, which is autism. I can definitely see myself having it, but I'm not going to say that I officially do because it's not diagnosed. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. I apparently show a bunch of symptoms. I don't know. Next one, also highly suspected, being screened for it now, which is an eating disorder. I'm being tried for pica because of at one point I have a problem with eating eraser shavings. I used to have a problem with eating paper. That one I haven't done in a couple months, which I'm very proud of. The eraser has been about 2 weeks. That one has caused weight loss drastically. I'm at 97.6 pounds, and I am about 5'4"-ish. 4-ish. I don't really know what to call this one. Because we don't really have a like suspect except for like my mom has one suspect, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which I don't know if I'm like pronouncing that right. Or for short EDS. I literally like half the time I'm kind of bedridden, so I can't really move. Like I'll stand up like normally, everything will go like get really painful, and then like I'll fall. Like this is in public too. I get really embarrassed. Then my mom tells me to get up because like I'm in public. I can't really be sitting on the ground. That one, I'm having beef with my doctor here, who says that it's just growing pains. I'm going to throw myself out a window. Not actually, not actually, not actually. But yeah, that one I do get really frustrated with when he says that. Because I've been experiencing that for about a year now, at least. So, yeah. Let's go down to, like, good old Trauma Lane, where we all love it. This one probably, like, came and stemmed from, like, my parents, like, arguing my whole life. Like, to this day, still, even after the divorce. Yeah, probably did not help. Not to mention, like, I'm not going to say, like, I'll make a story video about this, but, like, I got stitches when I was, like, 5, and have, like, a very clear memory of that. Like, that one probably didn't help. Like, didn't really help having, like, a 5-year-old, like, bleeding out a little. The funniest one yet, and the last one I have, which is good old cold urticaria, whatever you want to call it. Basically, long and short of it, the allergy to the cold. I broke it into hives, I have an EpiPen, and I basically got everything that like a normal allergy would have. This one affects, I think, last I remember, either 1 in 10,000 or 6 in 10,000. It's one of the two. I think it was like 0.05%. Like, it's insanely rare of the population is affected. The funniest story that I like remember off the top of my head would be me, like, so like, for context, sorry, I'm really not used to talking and my throat really hurts. I'm sorry if I'm like sighing a lot, or like if you can hear me like having to swallow my spit, because like it's just like in my throat, but at the same time my mouth is really dry right now. So, like, for context, my school is insanely close, like across the street from a skating rink, or like an ice rink, I guess. We've been forced to start playing broomball. If you don't know what that is, I envy you. Basically, it's hockey, but on a budget. So we were like on the ice, or supposed to be on the ice. I wasn't, for this allergy. I also like how my teacher, like my teachers every year will like forget it, even though like I have like a poster in every room of my face, being like, "Hey, look, Noxie says like this allergy to the cold." I find it hilarious that like, no, because like it has like my school like picture, and I look so chopped in it. So I'm in the warm room. Kid you not, there's like this family reunion happening, and like it had been so long since they like saw each other. So like they had to introduce each other, which I guess helpful for me. I only remember 3 people: Tina, Pam, and David. Those 3. David is the most important in the story, as a heads up. Remember his name. So they're introducing each other, and again, like, ignore my dog. So it's just like random stuff that they're introducing about each other, and I'm like, is this a group? Like, or is this a family reunion? I don't know. So like, let me set the scene. They have like cake out, they have chips, they have like chocolate, and I'm like, self-restraint. So I'm like holding myself back from like lunging and like eating all the chocolate on that table, because God knows I would. I love chocolate. And I think it was like dark chocolate too. So they're like talking and stuff. Like there's this like little like track around the ice rink where like we're supposed to be like walking. And like everyone's just walking around it. Pam is walking around it. No one could find Pam on that track, so everyone's freaking out. When I say everyone, I'm talking about Tina and David. They're like talking to each other, and they're like, where's Pam? I don't know. And then like they would keep looking and look for her. I don't know if they ever found Pam, because my class ended. So hope they found Pam. So David and like Tina, they're talking to each other. Tina's like going to like this trip to Toronto, and David had something to say about it. I don't remember what it was, but like Tina's family had a problem with it or something. All I remember is something about Tina's family, or like her son, or like her daughter, or something. It had something to do with her family. Someone was upset. And like this conversation ends, David comes over to me and is like, "Oi, you gotta get up. You gotta go walk around the track. It's not healthy to sit down." And I'm like dying a little, because I'm like, everything hurts and I don't want to get up, and like I can't get up because like everything hurts. Plus I can't go out on the track because it's cold. Like it's freezing out there because of like the ice and stuff. So like I'm like I can't go out there. And he's like, "Mais pourquoi?" Which, for anyone that like is fortunate enough not to know French, means "but why?" or "why?" Can't remember. I think pourquoi is why, mais pourquoi is but why. Oh, my grandmother's here. So they're like David's just like grilling me over here, like trying to find out why the fuck I can't go outside and walk around the rink. So like I'm like, I have Tiscari, or however you want to call it, like pronounce it. And he's like, "What's that?" Which, honestly, fair. I had no idea what it was until I was diagnosed with it. So like I have no problem explaining. So he's like, well, that's something new. But the way he said it sounded like he was like accusing me of faking it, or like that wasn't real. I don't know if like that's just what he was doing. He was trying to like accuse me of faking. I don't know if he was like trying to be genuine and saying that like that it was actually new to him. Like he was like, "Oh, that's new." Like I don't know. So I'm sitting there questioning everything, and I'm like, "Huh, do I have this? Is it something new?" Yeah, I definitely got it. I went outside and like broke out into hives almost like within 5 minutes. Um, oh boy, having the cold to the allergy in Canada. Oh boy, aren't we just so excited? Um, so that is the story. Um, I have no idea if they ever found Pam, but this is where I'm going to say bye bye and cap off the video. So, bye!